Yeah. Yeah. Go tell somebody.
Woo-wee.
Exo Sports is on.
Oh, wow.
Tell them to wake up. Exo Sports is on.
You can't make them up.
Hey, wherever they are, tell them, get in front of a camera, get in front of a television, get in front of a laptop, get on their phone. Exo Sports is on. Woo! We're here, fellas.
Yes, indeed, we are. Yes,
What's
indeed. What's going on, man? What is going on?
I hope when I'm in my 90s, I have that kind of energy.
Hey, it's all in the Exo Sports Talk juice. We have our special juice now. You might want to log on and find out how you can get the Exo Sports Talk juice.
Collaboration. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The collaboration is just drink water.
So how's everybody doing? How's everybody? Aaron, how you doing?
Good, man. I'm good, man.
Me? Let's see. Tired.
All right.
Stayed up late last night watching that game.
Okay. Yeah.
And boy, I was twitching left, twitching right, like
he was nervous.
Yeah. But like Ric Flair would say, but after all the dust was cleared, it was a nature boy. Woo!
Yeah. You pulled one out. All right.
Yep.
A win is a win. Hey, man, big ups to the Steelers, man. All right.
Win is a win. That's what we do.
Win is a win.
We pull it up.
How are you tonight?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I'm flying high. Listen, man, my Cowboys are good. My Dodgers are good. The Lakers are going to be ready for this season. Listen, man, football is in the air, and we're here in Connecticut, and we got the Big E. The Big E is in town. Big E. Get up to the Big E. Get you a corn dog and a turkey leg. I love it. I love it.
A question for somebody. What does the E stand for? Nobody knows. I don't know.
Expedition. I don't know.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Like that.
I just put it out front street. I didn't know, so I just wondered if anybody else knew. Instead of just being a stand-up guy.
It just brings back a lot of memories to me because as a kid, we used to go there up to Springfield, Massachusetts. The church would go up there, do a bus ride, and we would take all the kids, all the youth department. We would go up there and have a good time during the day. And the Big E has just been special to me over the years. So I'm going to try to make it up there before they leave. It started last week on Friday and ends on the 1st of October, I believe. 1st of October. So go get a turkey leg, somebody.
A lot of food there.
A lot of crazy food, fried everything. If you got cholesterol problems, you better make sure you bring your medication with you because everything is fried. Everything is fried. If you can think of it, they're frying it.
The Big E is an American premier exposition of the world's only multi-state fair, representing all 6 New England states with entertainment, unique foods, competitive livestock shows, shopping, a circus.
Well, Emerson was right then. He said expedition. He did say that, and I guess that's what the E stands for.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's a great time, great family time. You know, bring your kids, bring your grandkids. It's a good time.
Happy times.
Yeah. Too many people.
Yeah.
It's worth it though, man. It's worth it, huh?
Nah. Just throw it in the car. Throw it in the car.
No, wait. We're going to have a booth set up there next year, and we're going to do Exo Sports live from the Big E. How about that? Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not one iota. So don't.
They'll give him a loaded baked potato, and he'll say, "All right, let's go. Where you want us to set up at?"
With some pickle juice.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Okay, just moving right along.
Malcolm and Terry,
Brian,
what's up,
how are
man?
you tonight?
I am doing good. I'm doing good. You know, we're missing our two counterparts, Terry and
man.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold it down out there. And
I think they're at the Big E, man. I think they're at the Big E. That's why they're not here. I think they're at the Big E right now.
Yeah.
Eating a turkey leg or a corn dog.
Yeah, okay. Brian, please tell us about the subscribe button.
Well, I want to welcome our viewers and listeners to X&O Sports Talk.
Oh, great.
Where we don't just talk X and O's of the game, but the love of the sport. And we are streaming on all your podcast platforms. You can catch us on YouTube as well. And if you do, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll know when we are streaming live. So welcome. And also feel free to join in on the debate or on the chat and
absolutely
join in. We're all family. That's how we do it.
Absolutely. That's how we do it here at XO Sports.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Guys.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
So why go, guys? Emerson on the WNBA. Take the mic, please.
Listen, everybody in the XO Sports Talk world. We are just so excited about what's going on in the WNBA. The WNBA is back in full-fledged, and the playoffs are here, and it's happening right now. I have the best of three series. We're in the first round, and the Las Vegas Aces, they just defeated the Chicago Sky to win that series 2-0. And the Dallas Wings and the Atlanta Dream, Dallas is leading that series 1-0. New York Liberty and the Washington Mystics, they're live right now as we speak. And the Connecticut Sun and the Minnesota Lynx, they are tied at 1 apiece for that best of three series. So that's going to be a barn burner, when they get together. And listen, I want to send a congratulations out to Alicia Clark of the Las Vegas Aces for winning the 6th Player of the Year award. And there are more awards to follow this week. We're talking the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and we're talking also the Rookie of the Year awards are due to be announced this week. So big ups to the WNBA. It's fantastic. And I've been watching those games and I've been listening. It's been awesome. So tune into the WNBA on your local cable network.
Woo! Yeah. I'm having a hard time on who to root for. I got Connecticut Sun, but then I got the New York Liberty. I'm like, that's tough.
I know you probably want the New York Liberty to win because they're probably going to win. You said they'll win before the New York Knicks win.
I know. That'll be kind of rough right there.
That would be funny. Go New York, go. Oh, sorry, Knicks is not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the Liberty.
Having a parade in New York and it ain't the Knicks. Oh, man, that would be wow.
The Statue of Liberty, yeah.
And guess what? What about the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah.
Brooklyn who?
Yeah.
Did you say who?
Yeah, let's not beat up on them that much. We got the whole season come next month. Emerson, you were going to talk about the U.S. Open.
Listen, we got a winner. We want to send a big shout out to CoCo Gauff for winning the U.S. Open 2023 at 19 years old. Listen, big shout out to her. CoCo, amazing. You were absolutely amazing in the U.S. Open. And we want to just salute you here at XO Sports Talk. We salute you and we tip our hat to you. And we just wish you the best in your career going forward. What you were able to pull off there at the U.S. Open at 19 years old, we haven't seen that in a long time. I don't know, maybe Steffi Graf. We can go back some years. We don't have to do that, but it's your day. CoCo, we want to salute you here at XO. And a big shout out to, who was it? Djokovic? Who did I say? Who was the one in the men's?
Djokovic.
Djokovic, yes.
Yep.
So we want to send a shout out to him as well, winning in the men's division. So, but CoCo, it's all about you, and we are tipping our hats to you. I think you were on Good Morning America, and you did some other nice cameo appearances at several big events. So, big up to you, CoCo.
Yeah. I think her and Serena might have been the youngest to win it. So,
well, okay, we'll have to dig into that. But at 19 years old, being able to pull off that. The pressure and everything that goes into that tournament. She played some of the top players in the world, and she came out on top at 19 years old. Just the mental capacity that you have to be able to sustain to get ready for that tournament, to be able to be relentless and just, with all the different obstacles that you have to go through to get to that point to play for that championship match. So we salute her.
Yeah. Yep. And keep going. Do they got one more tournament? I think that might have been the last Grand Slam. Is that the last Grand Slam?
That may have been the last Grand Slam for the year. I'm not sure.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The U.S. Open is the last one.
Okay. That's what I thought.
That is the last one. If you wish upon a star.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty good, Aaron. Yeah.
It's an old sports talk record label coming out next.
Yeah, coming to a soundtrack near you real soon. The XO Sports Talk 3-man band, and we'll have Malcolm and Terry playing the maracas.
Maracas. Cha-cha-cha. Okay.
We'll let Aaron play the tuba.
Yeah, see what he can do.
Can't you see him playing the tuba?
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe he'll play the tuba. Brian, what are you gonna play, Brian? Huh? We're gonna get you on the drums. Yeah,
everything. There you go. Everything.
We're gonna get you on the drums. Yeah, we're gonna get Brian on the drums. I'm gonna play that big stand-up bass. That big stand-up bass. It's got boom 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 boom.
Anyway, on the next.
Terry and Malcolm would just be shaking maracas. Cha 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 cha.
I want to give a shout out to Megan, who's in the chat, and look like she is a Tennessee Titans fan, Vols, Predator, and Notre Dame. You got pretty much covered everything. You got it all. All right.
The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Your quarterback looked pretty. Oh no, I'm sorry. Who was the quarterback for the Titans?
Oh, for the Titans, Tannehill.
Right? Yeah, he looked good last week, right?
Yeah, Tannehill. Yeah,
he
pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
If he can keep it up.
See if he can keep it up. The season started now. There's no turning back. You got to keep on going. Yep.
I had a tiger.
Well, I guess he didn't play too good. He said no, he didn't play well. So maybe he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Steeler fan, so I didn't get to see much of them. But yeah.
Well, the youngest woman to ever win
the U.S.
Slam,
Open? Grand Slam.
Grand Slam was Tracy Austin.
Tracy Austin. How old was she?
16.
I was about to say, I thought it was going 17.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And that's just to go to show how young they start in tennis as professionals.
Absolutely.
But she got burned out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They start early, and then next thing you know, they burned out by I mean, at a certain age, they're already burned out because they done started playing at 16, 17.
That was something Serena Williams and Venus' father did with them. He wouldn't let them play in a whole bunch. Yeah, Richard. He wouldn't allow them to play in a whole bunch of matches.
Yeah.
And that, luckily brought more longevity to their tennis careers because a lot of them that came up with them were gone, burned out. But guys, Coach, prime time. Boy, has he shaken up the college
prime
football.
Oh, let me correct you. Has he shaken up the sports world?
Absolutely.
Not just college. You ain't even hear it talk about NFL.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Sports on lock. Everybody was talking about that.
Did you see all the celebrities that went up to Colorado?
Celebrities. But hold on. You know what I love? I just love watching the fans have on their sunglasses in the stands. That was the cool part to me, huh? Dion, we got our sunshades on. We got our shades on, Dion.
But I'll tell you what, they might as well have fun up there now with their shades and stuff. Because baby, when that weather turns up there,
that ain't gonna stop people from going. If they're going, they're winning.
It's gonna stop them. A few beers. That'll warm them up.
It's cold in Nebraska. It's cold in a lot of places.
They're gonna wear their sunglasses even in late winter months. So don't even worry about that.
You know what? They should. Oh man. What would be hysterical is they start singing that song. It was
what song?
I wear my sunglasses.
Nah. He ain't going with that. You never heard when he say play my theme music?
Yeah, he got his own theme music, dude. What are you talking about? Dion, primetime, Neon Dion, primetime Sanders.
Come on.
Play my theme music.
Play my theme music.
He said, I'm coming. I told you. And I always like when he gets in front of the camera and he says, do you believe us now? Hey, he goes, do you believe us now? No. What a game. Just to elaborate on that game a little bit, if I may, I stayed up to like 2. I think that game went off at like 2:26 in the morning. I was texting Malcolm. I think Brian, you were on for a little while. You may have went to sleep. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you were in the chat with us when we were texting back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, his son, Shedeur Sanders, is absolutely amazing. He was able to drive his team down the field 98 yards. You know what that entails? 98 yards, being able to pull this team together without his top wide receiver, Travis Hunter, who went out of the game with injury earlier with under concussion protocols and all of that. I don't know what all of the major injuries he had, but I think he's out for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Driving his team 98 yards down the field for the win. And then he said, listen, Deion said, we have to go for the 2-point conversion. There's no other alternative right now. And you knew they had to get a 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it. Big up to Shedeur Sanders and that whole entire Colorado Buffalo team. Amazing. Coach Prime, salute to you and your coaching staff.
Yeah.
That was an amazing victory. Because they were battling in that game. They were down, they were up, they were down. Yeah, but they were able to pull it out.
Yep. And I want to give Brian a shout out. It's Brian Bostic.
Brian Bostic, yo, bro.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's good to see you there, man. It's good to see you there.
Welcome to XO Sports Talk, bro. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, it's good to see fam in the room.
Yeah, all right.
Don't be afraid. You can come on sometime too. I know.
It.
Yes, you can come on.
Yeah.
Join the pack.
Yeah.
Yep, you can slide right by your cousin and then slide him right out.
Oh man.
Oh,
It's always good to see fam.
yeah, and you are more than welcome to come on to the show and be
Yes.
a
Yep.
part of it.
Definitely. And just to elaborate on that game, as Emerson was talking about, it was a great game to see. If you didn't see it, I kind of caught the end on the recording end, but it was just like I just watched it for the live. But it was. I was glad he won because of the situation and the things that were said in the game between the coaches. And I thought that kind of spilled over into the players where the tempers and people wasn't, they were playing above and beyond of things that the normal expectations. But Shedeur Sanders he just, like I said, he has changed the way I think the league will be looking at swag, or what do you want to call them? You want to call them HBCU colleges.
Swag vision. Yes.
Yep. Because he looks like a Heisman Trophy candidate right off the rip.
Absolutely.
So
let me put something to you guys like this. We have seen superstars before that are lousy coaches and lousy general managers. Deion is the coach and the general manager of Colorado. He brought the talent in there. Let's use a prime example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is one of the greatest athletes of all time. Michael Jordan is one of the worst talent evaluators of all time.
And where I think that separates Gore is Deion, as big as he is, stature-wise, I don't think he is afraid. He's not afraid to go out and get good coaching or good assistant coaching coaches, because he picked up players from Alabama to be one of their coordinators. He picked up a lot of players, and he's bringing in a lot of athletes.
But that's part of being a general manager.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So that's where he is better than Michael Jordan as a coach and as a general manager. Michael was not good.
A lot of great athletes aren't good at other things because they don't have that temperament, because of the way they used to be. They expect that out of the players. And
I found it interesting that Deion brought up something in the 60 Minutes interview. And the guy said, well, the team didn't win last year. And you told a lot of the players on the Colorado team, I don't think none of you are going to, make it on this team because I don't think you're really that good. And Deion said to the guy, he said, let me tell you something. If you are going to let words run you out of here,
I don't need you.
Then you need to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, don't you think that's a little hurt? No, absolutely not. If you are going to let those words bother you that you're going to leave, leave. And he says, and the problem is today, everybody want to make you feel good.
Yeah.
And he said, no, this is going to be some tough days. And he was absolutely right.
Absolutely.
And if anybody get a chance to watch the interview on 60 Minutes, I would say watch it. It was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it was
to watch, because everybody looks at the flash of the shades, the outfits that Deion wears, but there is a lot of substance to him on the inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the players buy into the substance of Deion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when Deion was prime time with in football, and when Deion was prime time playing baseball, And Emerson, Brian will remember when he was with the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
He played for a tough, hard-nosed coach, Bobby Cox.
Yeah.
Who was no nonsense, but Bobby Cox loved Dion.
Yes, he did.
Because he knew that Dion, the flash that you saw, was not what you saw in the locker room, but substance.
Just add this too. Do you remember he actually played in the World Series and took a helicopter ride, or played? Yeah, what was it? He had a football game and then went and played in the World Series or something like that. Yeah, that was just amazing.
Yeah, he's the only player to ever do it.
That?
Yeah, he's the only player to do it.
He played a football game that day, and then I think that night there was a baseball game.
He played in was it a World Series?
Was it a World Series, or it was definitely a playoff game?
That was the playoff game where he threw the ice and that was in the playoffs.
Maybe that's insignificant. I'm talking about being able to go.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was funny. Going from the NFL game, playing in an NFL game, and then putting on a baseball outfit, a baseball uniform, and going to play in a national baseball game. That was just major. That was major.
That's something that you wish you could have done. Because
You're damn right.
Yeah, there we go.
They took him by helicopter. Yes. That was the prime time Neon Dion. And not only that, and let me say this too about Dion. They asked him about coaching in the NFL. He said he can't coach millionaires. Millionaires wouldn't have the temperament to stand the language that I'm going to bring to them.
Yeah.
Well, he's right.
Yeah, he's right. And
that's what he said. He said he would never coach in the NFL.
And I believe him.
Now, if they threw something at him, full control, nice salary, he might change that. He might change that tune.
I don't think it will work in NFL.
No, it's not going to work.
He said he couldn't do it because you can't tell millionaires what to do. You can't coach millionaires. You can't prep them. You can't. They just do what they want. And he said, I was one of them, so I know.
Yeah, and I think he's right.
Yeah, Dion, I give Dion a lot of credit because the primetime stick that he's been using, you're talking about for over 20-something years.
More than that.
And every generation of kids have been able to follow him.
Mm-hmm.
And know that, whoa, that's prime time. You know how some kids are? They're like, yeah, that's a part of your generation. I don't care about that old man. Show me, can he do this today? But they still have the respect.
Absolutely.
Of what he did. And he's able to communicate with them.
And not only that, let me just add this to it, Aaron and Brian, and we can move on to our next segment. But here's a man who had a major surgery to his own personal body. So he had his own personal things he had going on. He didn't stop. He didn't quit. He persevered through everything that he was dealing with to get these kids ready for this season right here. So my hat is off to him. I don't know what his record is going to be this year, but to do what he was able to do when he was fighting for his own personal health conditions, to get back to that field so he can coach these kids and put them, and they're in the top 20 right now, and they may be moving up in the ranks.
They had to move up. They was like 18.
They're 21.
How'd they go back?
18. No. I think they're 18. I don't know what poll you're looking at.
Yeah, they were 18 before the game.
I'm sorry, they're 19.
Okay.
Well, even still, they went back. I don't know how they went down when they was 18.
They're 19 in both the college, the AP, and the coaches.
It could be because of who they played and the way they barely won.
Because Colorado State was not
ranked,
and you went into overtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll bring you down.
Okay.
Nebraska, TCU got them on the charts.
Absolutely.
Because they were 17.
Yeah.
Now, if TCU was 5, then they would have really moved up the charts.
Well, they moved up. Really moved up the charts already. It wasn't even on the chart before. So
yeah. But if I'm just
Absolutely.
saying, the higher TCU would have been, the higher they would have been.
Well, I mean, you just been seeing different things in the college polls, like Alabama. They're not what they used to be. I don't know what's going on there. And I wanted to say something about that
Well,
too.
roll right into it,
Hey, well, listen, we're talking about a Nick Saban team who gets the best recruited athletes from all over the country. He gets the top players, top 100 players, top 50 players throughout the country, and they're just not playing Alabama football to me this year. We already seen them lose to Texas at home.
Yeah,
At home.
yeah.
Well,
At home.
here's the thing.
Sure.
What was the biggest problem in college football
What
back
you
in
mean?
the
Problem?
day? What was one of the biggest problems?
Ooh, I mean, I don't know. Be a little more. Bring it out a little.
Boosters.
Okay. The boosters, they haven't
Boosters.
gone anywhere. They're
What
still
I'm tr-
around.
They're around, but what are they able to do now?
They still tell you to go behind McDonald's, behind that green trash can, and there's a bag.
But they
There's a
can
bag there
give
for
you
you.
money. They can give you a contract from their dealership or whatever kind of business they have, and now
Sure.
it's legal.
Okay.
And so what do you have now is everybody in college football who follows it and loves it can pay these kids, and it's
Well-
now legal.
Well, that's
So now it's a hired gun.
well,
You got Texas that's big in football. Hey,
Absolutely.
I'm a booster that's with the money. You've got Florida. They're big into money. So all what Nick Saban was doing before, he was basically selling you on, hey, come to Alabama. We're on national television. I know what I'm doing. I can get you into the NFL.
And he has done that.
Yep, but
He
now
has
the
done that.
Texas Longhorns are saying, you know what, kid? I can get you on national
Well,
television.
Texas Longhorn, Georgia,
And
all these major programs. Yes.
and I can pay you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And guess what? Some of them are saying to Nick, I don't think I'm going there.
And
Yeah.
and well, let me say this too, Brian Aaron.
What's up?
Also, the revenue that has come into Boulder, Colorado. Speaking of prime
Yeah.
time,
Yep.
we're not even just talking about what he's done on the field, but what he has done for the Boulder community of Colorado.
Yeah.
The revenue, hotels, restaurants, people coming into the city to see this team perform has just superseded anything I'm sure that they could ever imagine.
Yeah, and I want to welcome Bethany to the chat as well.
Hello,
Good to see you, Bethany.
Hello,
Yeah.
Bethany.
Welcome
It's
to
always good to see you.
Sports Talk.
Yeah. Tell us what you
don't
think.
wanna
If
go
you
to
know
no
anything
other-
about sports, tell us what you think about Coach Prime or Colorado. If you let us know what you think.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, that the athletic director was on his way out.
Yeah.
In Colorado.
Yeah.
He had something like 8 losing seasons, and he was near the end, and he basically said, what do I got to lose?
Yeah. And as we speak, and Brian said he was a Florida Seminoles fan. And I
Okay,
think I
Florida
talked to you. Yeah, Florida State. So I talked about you guys about that. Just imagine
Yes,
if
you did.
Deion would have went there, if they hired him there.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure not only Florida State, Bryant, who's in the chat, but there are a lot of major universities right now who feel like they dropped the ball and not picking up prime time when they had an opportunity.
I agree. Total. As you just said, the revenue and stuff that he's brought
you
in.
know what? He's going to get another offer next year.
No. I think he's going to stay now.
I think he's going to stay, but I'm just saying somebody's going to throw a bag at him.
Well, he already got
Somebody's going to throw a bag at him.
the quarterback coming not next year, but the year after.
2015.
Exactly.
Top
And
quarterback.
He will continue getting
25,
some of the top recruits because they're watching and they're coming to be a part of the prime time show.
As he said, he ain't hard to find.
I think didn't they say Malcolm? I don't know if Malcolm sent that to us, but Kawhi Leonard was there at the
Yeah,
game.
I seen that. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard. Somebody, as they say, you can't get him to go to his own basketball game.
Yeah.
He
But
was there.
he's hanging out with Dion.
Yeah.
And hold on, I think they have a play called the Rick Ross special. There's some play when they get in goal line situations. They call it the Rick Ross special.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Now we're getting close to the Major League Baseball regular season is coming to an end.
Yes,
and the
it
playoffs is just around the corner, guys.
Yes.
Guys, what teams you think are hot coming down the stretch? Emerson.
Well, I'm gonna start in the American League. I mean, the Baltimore Orioles look like one of the hottest teams there out there right now in that AL East. You got them followed by the Tampa Bay Rays. They both are like 2 games apart for the league in the division, 94 and 92 games. So, and I think the Toronto Blue Jays might have a little something to say about that. Right there in that Minnesota in the AL Central, I don't know what may happen there. There's going to be a team, I believe, that's going to survive from there. That's going to come in and give some of these other top teams a major problem, even though their record doesn't say it. But if they're a wild card team and they make it in, they're going to be able to make some noise. We know what the Houston Astros are made of over there in the AL West. They're always going to be tough, gritty team, always knows how to play hard-nosed ball when it comes to late in the season. They just show up. I don't know how they do it, but they just show up late in the year. And they just make things happen. And before you know it, they just, oh, yeah, the Houston Astros, they're moving on to the next round. So I'm looking at the National League. I want to say the Atlanta Braves look like the team to beat right now. I think my Dodgers are going to have to say something to them and make sure that doesn't happen because, you know, my Dodgers just won the National League West for the 10th time in 11 years straight. Come on, hats out to my hats off to the Dodgers. Go LA, go LA. You see it in my background, the Los Angeles Dodgers. But also you got teams like the Milwaukee Brewers who can make some noise when it comes time for the playoffs. So it's going to be a race to the finish. You got some wild card teams that's trying to say, listen, we're not going away and we're going down with a fight. So it's going to be interesting. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen.
Brian.
Yeah. Me, myself, and I, well, looking at just the Tampa Bay Rays, they always seem to be in the thick of things. Don't have the highest payroll. They just have a good farm system. They just seem to know what they're doing.
Yes, exactly.
So looking at them, the Braves are the hottest team right now to me. But if I'm gonna have to pick a team to go all the way, I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay. I just think they are well-rounded.
Okay.
All contact, got power. I just picked them to win and pitch it as they always do.
Yeah. Yes.
Me. Ooh. Boy, I hate saying this.
Yeah,
I agree with Brian about Tampa Bay. Right now, the last 10 games, they're 7-3. And I look at the Houston Astros, the last 10 games, they're 4-6. I'm going with the Houston Astros.
Okay.
All the way?
I'm going to say all the way.
Okay. All right.
Because one thing about the Houston Astros is this. Everybody can't stand them. Nobody doesn't like the Houston Astros.
Cheaters.
But the thing about it is they don't care. And they are like this. They relish in playing the villain.
Yes, they do.
They
I have to
relish
agree
in
with
that.
you there. I have to agree with you there.
When you have that mindset, like, I don't care who you are, I just want to beat you and then laugh in your face
Of course.
because I know you don't like me.
Mm-hmm.
that makes for a hell of a team.
And I'm gonna steal some signs from you too.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem.
Yeah, keep your eye on the prize, man. Keep your eye on the prize.
They didn't steal signs last year, and they won with 2 different managers.
Ain't no stealing in signs in baseball.
And it took and it took the camel off of Dusty Baker's back when they said he couldn't win.
Yeah. Stealing signs.
So
you're tapping on the trash can.
And
all right, this is a high fastball. Tap it twice. This is a slider. Tap it once. Boom, boom, boom.
If I had to go in the National League, I think I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
I know it's hard for you to pick those Dodgers because if the Yankees not in it, you want to go get somebody.
Okay. So Brian, who do you have in the National?
In the National, I said Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's in the American.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. In the National, I'm sorry. Got. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm just reading something. No. That was somebody in the chat room. They was asking the question, so I was seeing what they were saying. National League. Give me. I guess it'd be the Dodgers.
There you go. See, that's a smart man right there.
Yeah.
He wants me to buy him a Jersey Mike sub. That's why he said that. Huh? He wants a Jersey Mike sub.
Are they paying you to say that? You got some little side contract with them?
Hey, man, don't meddle into my affairs, man. Hey, cut that out.
Meanwhile, back at the
Megan
ranch,
said the Braves. He predicts to take it all.
Yeah, smart woman.
Braves, they're a solid team. I have to admit that.
The Dodgers going to have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Megan said, "Go to hell."
Bingo, the Daily Double.
I'll just go
Megan. Yes, she did. Good for you, Megan. Like Robert De Niro said, hey, good fellas, good for you. Stand up for yourself.
We're going to win it all. The Dodgers, we're going to win it all.
Now, guys, let's go through this real quick.
Yes.
Week 2 in the NFL. Emerson, what was your game?
Oh, come on, man. Listen, man. Listen. Do I have to tell you? How about them Cowboys? Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, they don't want to give it to us. They don't want to say it. But you know who America's team is. Them boys. We them boys. Them Cowboys.
But, okay. Yeah. After all that, Roy Rogers.
With the sequence shirt.
You beat the Jets.
Yeah.
With no Aaron Rodgers.
Put up 30 points. Yeah.
And you beat the Giants.
A 40 burger. That was a 40 burger.
Do you think you have so far played a real good team?
We played
because the Giants,
who was on our schedule. And that's what it comes down to. You play to win the game. You play to win the game. Herm Edwards, that's what he said. You play to win the game.
All right, moving right along. Brian.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah. Crazy.
Brian, please.
What was the question in regards to the game of the best game?
What game piqued your interest?
Well, I had eyes on the Jets to see what they was going to do. It kind of turned out how I thought it was going to turn out. Actually, they did play pretty decent a little bit in the first half, but nobody expected them to win. The game that got good was the Giants game because they were getting blown out. Yeah. And I was watching that, and I was like, wow, this really can put their season in jeopardy right off the bat, going 0-2. But they came back on Arizona, which should have never got down that far. But anyway, the fact that they fought and got back was good. Danny Dimes looked good. Of course, Barkley played well, but That win came. Yep, that win came at a loss. If you could say at a win, but a loss. Now you're talking about your best player.
He's out what, 3 to 4 weeks?
Out 3-4 weeks. And when he come back, you know you're gonna have to work him into the game. You ain't gonna just be able to throw him out there.
Exactly.
So that's another couple of games. So they're gonna have to play well. And Danny got the big contract. They didn't give it to Barkley. So now he's gonna have to carry the load.
Carry the load.
Well, the game that and I'll get to them was Detroit and Seattle.
What a game.
I thought that was a real good game.
Really good game.
I think that Coach Campbell has got to stop being a riverboat gambler.
I love it, though. I love his moxie.
Yeah, moxie cost him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it.
Yep. Okay. This is not wrestling. You know.
Hey,
and Brian knows exactly what I'm talking about because baby Brian loves wrestling, and this is not wrestling.
He's a tough-nosed coach, hard-nosed coach. Listen, he wants to show his team that he kind of reminds me of the San Diego coach a little bit. You know, I love them kind of guys, man. You know, it's like they're playing Madden. It's like they're playing Madden football.
Here's the problem, though. You're the leader of the team. And sometimes you got to say, you know what? We're not going down that road. And we're going to do X and O, not going by my gut.
But what about when people say you're too conservative?
Well, you know what?
When are you gonna open things up? When are you gonna take a chance?
Okay, but here's the problem, man.
The fans love a coach that takes a chance. 4th and inches, 4th and 1.
And when the fans are at home and they're getting in their car because the coach went by his gut, they then say, well, that was dumb. Why didn't he just kick it?
Well,
why didn't the coach play to the clock?
He wanted to put an exclamation point on it. That's what he wanted to do. Yeah. I like Coach Campbell.
You like him?
And those guys play hard for him in Detroit. I still like what Detroit's going to be able to do this year. Right? Even if they lost that game, I like what they're going to be able to do this year.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Because we're talking about Campbell. Aaron, I'm not sure if we had this in the
Campbell.
Yeah. Eric B, I'm not sure if we got that in there.
I was just about to bring him up, Brian.
You were? Oh, yes. You want me to wait then? Or?
No, you can. Eric Bieniemy, this training, before the start of the season, the players complained that practice was too hard.
Yeah. That's what they did.
And I give Coach John Rivera a lot of credit.
Ron Rivera.
Sorry. Coach Ron Rivera credit to look at the guys and go, that's the offensive coordinator.
Do your damn job.
Do your job. Don't come over here whining to me. You can go whine to the press all you want, but he's your offensive coordinator. Do it. Case closed. And now they're 2-0.
Yeah.
Brian, what do you think the players are saying now?
Well, it should have been a self-reflecting moment when a guy who worked with a potential, we know he's going into the Hall of Fame, Mahomes, worked with a talent like that, and he practiced like that, and then he brings that practice and ways to this team, and these guys are saying he's working us too hard. That just self-inflicts on the I don't want to say ignorance, but it would show a lack of awareness to detail of saying, well, we got to work hard. If you have somebody who worked with a Hall of Famer and he works hard, you should be taking that in. And they were whining and complaining, but now I think they're starting to see the results. And not only that, we have to say, since Bieniemy went there, Kansas City offense doesn't seem as potent.
Could
be players as well, but still, now Washington offense look potent. So
Say that.
what do you have to say?
Yeah, Emerson.
Well, now I was going to just elaborate on that. I mean, here's the problem, Brian and Aaron. When we talk about NFL players, and we understand there were some new rules implicated a few years ago. You can only do so much in practice now, and we got to make sure we only do this, and players got to be evaluated for this, and that. The old school way, you went hard. There were 2-a-days.
2-a-days, yeah.
2-a-days. You know, when are we going to get back? Oh, we can't get back now because things have changed so much. And the players, they just want to go in there, go over a few things, and get in their Bentleys and go to the club. Let's talk about it real.
Hold on. No, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Slow your roll, cowboy. One, the 2-a-days that they were doing, you're having grown men crash into each other.
Mm-hmm.
That you're damaging them down the road.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL knows it, and they don't care.
Okay.
Because in the end, the only person who wins is the owner.
Mm.
A player has a number on his back.
Mm-hmm.
A player is like the gladiators when you watch the movie from Russell Crowe, Gladiator. Okay. And when they die in the arena, what do they do?
You're off
the screen.
You're off screen, buddy.
Who are you talking to? Who's he talking to? You got somebody else in the room?
Somebody over there?
Oh my goodness! I was in the zone.
Looking like Alfred Hitchcock on the side. That's why
I was in the zone. Okay, I was in the zone.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, now that you brought that up, that was from The Matrix, right?
That was from The Matrix, yeah.
That's from The Matrix, yes.
There's a guy that I work with, and I call, and he's Morpheus, and I go like this. I do the Mr. Smith, and I go, Mr. Anderson, how are you today? Do you like what I did to the place?
Oh, boy.
And he just looks at me. A couple of people at work know about it, but
yeah,
I thought that was pretty good. I guess not, but
you did good. You did good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, which pillow you taking, the blue or the red?
No, that wasn't. No, that was Mr. Smith.
I know that one. I'm just making a joke.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Everybody's a comedian.
I got it now.
Oh, everybody's a comedian. Nobody wants to pay for the ticket, but everybody wants to get up on the stage and tell jokes.
Yeah.
SOBs.
Hey,
but no, I was in my zone.
You was in your zone.
I just think when you take a look at Bieniemy, what he's doing, it tells you, because I remember a couple of years ago, he had it out with Patrick Mahomes and told him, stop trying to throw everything long and go for the short pass, because the short pass will open up the long pass.
Yep, I remember that.
And they had some fights about that. And Andy Reid, being the smart guy that he was, he took a step back because he knew it was right.
Old school. Again.
Old school.
Absolutely.
So now you take a look at Ron Rivera. He did the same thing because he knew this can only make them better.
Absolutely.
And going in there with a rookie quarterback, if he pulls this off and can get the Commanders in the playoffs, he might be looking at a head coaching job.
Well, the quarterback, was it Carroll? What's his name? For Washington or the Commanders. I think he played at North Carolina, I want to say. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but I remember watching this kid in college. Actually, I think him and another quarterback, they were kind of like a 1-2 punch. They would use him on certain downs, use the other quarterback on certain downs. but I remember seeing him in college also, and he's got great athletic ability. He can throw the ball, he can hit most of the throws, and he can use his feet. But I just wanted to get back to what I was saying about some of the pro athletes today. They have what they call a little entitlement. If I can say, I want to do my job now. I got to get out and I want to go. I'm going for a ride. I'm going to the club tonight. Whatever I'm doing. We just saw that with James Harden, how he didn't want to get on the team flight because he flew into the town a night earlier so he can hang out and party. What the heck is this? What's going on? What is going on with our pro athletes? We still have a job to do. We're still a team. But some of them decide, I'm going to catch an early flight into Miami South Beach. I'll meet y'all there. What is this? So Eric Bieniemy is trying to establish something. He sees what goes on in the NBA. He sees what goes on in baseball. NFL. No, I'm talking about overall pro athletes. Overall in sports.
Here's the thing.
Millionaires.
Here's the problem.
Go ahead.
Here's the problem in sports. As long as you're good and great, they will put up with your nonsense.
Of course.
Yeah, that's pretty much in any sports. Yeah.
Because nobody in sports, as far as the owners will go, will say, you know what? Let's boycott them. We just want this person out of the league.
Well, they've done that before.
We've seen guys, murderers, rapists.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Thank you here at XL Sports Talk. Allegedly.
Okay. Let's stamp it, whatever. And they have been able to play. So to me, it's all about the money. And these owners are like this no matter what with these players. You have a number on your back. As long as you can perform and make money for me, I'm fine with it. The day you can't make money, your services are no longer required.
Yeah.
And
for me,
came on.
the game last night, Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
That was a good game.
Oh my goodness, that was like a bad wrestling match.
I know your fingers were itching, you were twitching, and everything else. When are they gonna just pull it out? I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling.
Well, like in wrestling,
Kenny flick it to the other team. Picked off.
Yeah, until they get rid of that offensive coordinator.
Yeah, dink and dunk. I'm like, come on, would you please throw the football down the field?
And in the chat when we were texting, I told you guys in the next series, if I don't see a route longer than 15 yards, I'm turning it off.
Listen, man, I know you. You did say that. Dink and dunk. Oh my goodness. What are we playing here? Flag football?
Yeah.
Will we run something down the field?
I don't know if you guys seen all the game. There was one play and they circled it. There was like 8, 9 guys, almost 10 guys in the box.
Yeah.
And he circled it with a big
they
were
daring him to throw. I think Pittsburgh's got some problems going forward this year.
You know what?
That's my personal opinion.
Here's the thing. It's a thing of you have to be careful because last year they went on a 6-0 run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if this offensive line is new together, there's been some replacements on the offensive line. The guard is from the Philadelphia Eagles, and got to give more credit. That's keeping that kid Broderick Jones on the bench because he did a pretty decent job against Myles Garrett last night, holding him at bay.
They was moving him around. But I don't care who You are. You can't run if they got 9 men in the box. You only got 6 guys blocking.
I totally agree.
So that sets up everything. You can't run, and then you throwing short passes.
Right.
Is a recipe for disaster.
And they didn't use my big tight end last night that I like so much, Darnell Washington.
I told Gore that. I told Aaron that yesterday.
I'm a big fan of his. I was a big fan of his coming out of Georgia. I really wanted the Cowboys to take him, and I know Malcolm will say something about that. He didn't fit.
But man, I told Aaron this too.
I still wanted that tight end.
I'm like,
Darnell Washington.
You went and you drafted these players. You drafted the fullback. You drafted the tight end. You got all these speedy wide receivers, and you want to throw the ball short.
Exactly. Put it out there.
I'm like, that don't make no sense.
Come on.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: once he's fired,
Najee didn't look good to me.
Can't run.
Couldn't look
you
good.
can't run.
How are you going to run with 8 in the box?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
That's just to me. It was like
Spread
once he threw a couple that interception, they were like, okay, we better. He played cautious football. It was terrible.
You got
Guys,
the win. You got the win.
Thursday night game. Give me your picks.
Yep.
Emerson, Giants and 49ers. Who do you have?
Again, who you got in the Thursday game?
Yeah, I want the Giants to win because that would help me down the road because I know we're going to have to see San Francisco, and that might help us with home field advantage. But the 49ers are going to win.
Okay, I didn't ask for a long story. I just said, who do you got?
Yeah.
Man.
I had to explain why I was taking the 49ers.
Yeah, I can see you. You were the kid in the corner with the hat on. Brian, New York and 49ers. Who do you have?
Give me the 49ers.
Okay.
They seem like a complete team.
Again, pay attention to the class teacher. Colts and Ravens. Who do you have, Emerson?
Listen, I think the Colts can pull that out. I like what they're doing, even with their quarterback who's now out for a couple of weeks under concussion protocol. I like what they're doing. So I'm taking the Colts over the Ravens.
I didn't ask for an essay. All I want you to do is just Colts, Ravens. Who do you have? Ravens. That's it. No. Brian, Ravens, Colts. Who do you have?
Ravens.
Thank you.
That good?
Titans, Cleveland, Emerson.
Cleveland.
Titans, Cleveland, Brian.
Titans.
My son, Brian. In the chat room, who do you have? Titans or Cleveland? I know who you're going to pick. He's a diehard Titans fan.
Megan said Titans all day, every day.
Oh, okay.
It seems like she's
all right, Meg.
Yeah.
Okay, Meg. Falcons, Lions. Brian.
Falcons, Lions. Give me the Falcons. I think they can run the ball better.
Absolutely.
Okay.
BJ
Falcons,
Robinson.
Lions, Emerson.
I think Detroit is going to be a little angry. I'm going with Detroit.
Okay. Saints, Green Bay, Brian.
Give me Green Bay.
Saints, Green Bay, Emerson.
I'll take Green Bay as well.
Oh, winner, chicken dinner. Texas and Jaguars. Brian.
Jaguars, they better win.
Texas, Jaguars, Emerson.
Jags all day.
Yeah, how about that? Another 1:00 game. Broncos at Miami. Brian.
Well, Megan said she doesn't like Russell Wilson. So, I'm assuming she's not taking them. And I will take Miami. That
Emerson.
Miami.
Okay. Chargers at Vikings. Brian.
Ooh. Chargers, Vikings. You know what? I'm going to go Vikings.
Emerson.
I concur. Vikings.
All right. Well, this is going to be a real barn burner. Still at the 1 o'clock witching hour. Patriots at the Meadowlands playing the Jets. Brian.
Give me the Patriots, man.
Wow, that took too long. Brian, Emerson.
I'm going New England.
Okay.
They should've
Last
won.
1 o'clock game. Buffalo at Washington, the Commanders.
Good
Wow,
game.
Brian.
Good game.
Good game.
That's in Washington?
Yes.
Give me Washington, because I already said I don't think Buffalo's going to be in the dance, but
Okay. Emerson.
I'm going Washington. Chase Young is back.
4 o'clock game. Panthers at Seattle. Brian.
Panthers at Seattle. Give me Seattle.
Emerson.
Seattle all day.
Cardinals. Cowboys at Arizona Cardinals Stadium. Emerson.
I don't care where we play them at. Cowboys big over the Cardinals.
Right. Brian.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts saying it. It hurts saying it. It hurts.
Moving right
It
along.
hurts.
Moving right along. Bears at Kansas City.
Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, man.
Bears, Kansas City.
Come on.
Kansas City, man.
Emerson.
Kansas City, here I come.
Okay. The 8 o'clock game.
The night hour.
Yes.
Sunday Nitro.
Might not go to work Monday.
Sunday Nitro. Yeah, yeah.
Pittsburgh at LA. No, Los Angeles. Vegas. Ding, 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 ding.
Wait.
Brian.
Huh?
And who?
What?
Wait. You said Los Angeles, Vegas?
Then I said
Come on.
Las
Come on.
Vegas. Las Vegas. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
All right.
There you go.
Las Vegas.
Give me the Steelers, man.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
put some
you
pep
can
in
go
your
get-
step.
Because
Emerson.
well, okay, I'll save
I'm
it.
taking the Raiders. The Raiders going to beat you.
Why
Huh?
am I not surprised? Monday night game. We have 2.
Yeah.
Again? They got 2
I
again?
like that. 2
Yep.
again.
7:15 on ABC and
Mhm.
ESPN Plus.
Mhm.
You have the Eagles at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brian.
Before I jump into that, Bethany says Steelers.
What
that.
a woman.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Woman's got taste, style.
Hey, Aaron, give me those teams again.
Eagles in Tampa Bay.
Eagles.
Okay. And I'm going to give you the night game also at 8:15.
Oh, that's right. Too.
Rams
Yep.
at Bengals.
Oof. Rams have been playing well. They really been playing well.
Mhm.
Kansas City. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams.
Emerson. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay.
I'm going Tampa. They're going to shock them.
Ooh, wow. Tampa.
Yeah.
Baker. The candy
Yeah.
stick maker.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see
Yep.
about that one.
Yeah, you'd be on your own there. Rams at the Bengals.
And I'm taking the Rams. The Bengals, I don't know what's going on with that program right now.
You know what? I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet some lunch money, I would go with the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams. Yep.
I think there's something. Joe Burrow's calf
Yeah, he's hurt again.
is bothering him,
He's hurt again.
and Aaron Donaldson get a hold of him, that might be good night, Irene.
Yeah, but they're having problems on defense. They're having problems on offense, getting on the same page. And I know it's only the third game that's coming up right now, but I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, and like I said, the Rams, yeah, they've been clicking.
Yeah. So, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made it through this night.
Yes.
Terry and Malcolm.
And you're falling off camera once again.
What?
You stay in the screen? Huh? Okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
How's that?
Thank you, sir. We know you're ready to go to bed.
Yeah, I am. That was a rough night last night watching that game.
Oh, boy. But yeah, man, Malcolm, Terry, man, we miss y'all fellas, man.
No doubt.
And we'll be back next week, guys. Man, thank you for the show again, man. It's been great.
Yep. And Bethany, Megan, Brian.
Everybody.
See you again next week. Yeah, we do it again.
We'll be back.
And like I said, feel free. Join in.
Yeah.
Brian, get on the show.
Brian.
We'll get you on the show. I know you'd like wrestling too. I want you to tell me about.
The grandson loves wrestling.
The okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
WWE.
And Brian knows the little man. He picks out some stuff on Amazon. He sends it to me in a text message. This action figure, that action figures. I never knew how much those action figures can cost.
Oh,
Great.
wow. Well, you gotta teach them about the good old days of the WW World Wrestling Federation with Marty Igor.
Okay, end the show now. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless, because he's
Andre
going
the
somewhere.
Giant.
Ryan, cut us off, please.
Polish power.
There
Polish
you go.
power.
Please.
Pancho. Hey,
Dusty Rose.
Just unplug.